Hi guys, I have a new book for you. One of my grandsons wanted a nonfiction book. So I found this one called The Hen Who Sailed Around the World. And it's a true story by Girek Sodi. I thought this was pretty fun. All the chickens. There he is. I think that's Girek. And there's his hen right on his shoulder. Isn't that crazy? Never seen a hen do that before. When I decided to set off from France on my around-the-world adventure, everyone told me I couldn't bring a hen. She'll just make trouble, they said. She'll hate the sea too much to lay eggs. And then I met Monique. She laid an egg her very first night on board. She loves the ocean, and so do I. The hen's name is Monique. Monique immediately begins following me everywhere. She is so curious about me, our ship, and our upcoming adventure, although she is not a very skilled navigator yet. Look at that picture. The hen is trying to follow the map, huh? And there she is, getting onto the sailboat. That's crazy, a hen climbing a ladder like that. I guess they do that. My brave hen loves being outside on the ocean most of all. Every morning, she sings to tell me she is awake. And then, on the deck, she catches flying fish in her beak. What? That's crazy. Look, there she is, singing to him good morning. And there's her little food dish. It says Monique on it. After much preparation in Bartholomew, excuse me, in the West Indies, we set off for Greenland. Wow, do you know where Greenland is? Where we will try to be the youngest navigator and first chicken ever to cross the dangerous Northwest Passage over Canada. Wow, you guys need to look at a map or a globe and see if you can find Greenland. It's way at the top of the globe. It is just us and the ocean, and we are flying. Whether I am raising the sail or keeping a lookout, Monique is always trying to help out, although she is not, in fact, very helpful. Does the chicken look helpful? He's trying to raise the sails, and she's sitting on the ropes. And there she is, perched up beside him on the sailboat. We listen to a lot of music while working. Sometimes Monique doesn't like the song, and she turns her head fast at me to say, "Girek, are you serious? Then I must change the song right away." Every day I catch a fish. Monique jumps onto it to eat it first. If it were up to her, I would have nothing to eat but eggs. When I feed Monique, she is so happy. She sings with all her heart. That is the best song of all. There she is, working on the computer with Girek. And she's sitting on the fish that he just caught, ready to eat it up. Oh my goodness, what are they doing? Are they sharing something? Spaghetti, maybe? I hope. Ugh, gross. Monique has 2 houses, one inside and one outside, but she doesn't spend any time in them. She is simply not happy unless she is helping me sail, and I will need her help for the challenges ahead. There's Monique's houses. It's French. I can't read what it says. And there she is. She's sitting on the tiller of the boat, helping him sail. From here on out, the waters will be very dangerous. Huge waves crash around our little boat, but together we are not afraid. Look, they're starting to sail further north, and the waters are getting colder and more dangerous. She is a brave chicken. Oh my goodness, icebergs. Then we see it, our first iceberg. Thrilled, we capture the moment with my special drone camera. Of course, while I am taking our brave adventures photo, Monique poops on my shoulder. I am so upset with her, and she just sings. Look at that. That's their boat. And look at how humongous that iceberg is. They're out sailing among all that ice. Wow, I would be terrified. And then there's Monique, just singing to Gurek. I didn't know if Monique would like paddleboarding, but this adventurous hen cannot stand to be left behind. And her board is even cooler than mine. What's she paddleboarding on? Look, there he is. He's paddleboarding in between all those icebergs. Wow, that looks so cool, but scary. And then there's Monique. There's her paddleboard. It's a piece of ice. She is brave. I wouldn't do that. Neither of us has ever seen ice like this before. Monique is not afraid of anything. Wow, that's a really cool picture. Look, there's the ship in between all the ice. Cool. Oh my goodness, look at that. The ice starts to gather all around and fill in. Every morning I have to cut the ice down to prevent it from sinking my boat. Monique is no help. What? The chicken can't help crack the ice? Soon the ice freezes us in. We must wait out the ice, which is called overwintering. Wow. We will be frozen in for 4 months, and yet it is impossible to be afraid. The unknown is so beautiful. Can you imagine? They're on the ship, and the ice just closes in around them because it refreezes, and they have to wait until it starts to thaw again. They're going to be in there for 4 months on the ship. Even when the boat is stuck, Monique will not be stopped. She loves to stretch her legs and explore. Okay, check this out. The boat is in the ice, and what is the chicken doing? She's just taking off across the ice, just taking a walkabout. It's crazy. Since Monique will not stay on the boat, I sacrifice 2 of my gloves to make her a sweater to keep her warm on her adventures. Look at that. You see the gloves that he's taken apart and sewn together and put on her to keep her warm? That is a good friend. What do you think I eat for these 4 months of ice? Eggs, of course. And for Monique, we have over 100 pounds of seeds. I hide dried insects in her food for special treats. Yeah, that's not a special treat for me. What about for you? The most curious hen you've ever met. My first mate explores both outside and inside. There is no one else for miles, but it's not a problem. Monique is very talkative. Her company and her eggs both save me during this long winter. You think that would help to have a chicken for a friend while you're waiting 4 months? Wow. At last, after 130 days, the ice begins to crack and split, and we are free. Look at this. This is another drone shot. Looking down, there's where the ice is cracking, and there's their boat starting to be able to move forward through all the ice. Wow. There they are. And where's Monique? Do you see her? Right there on the front of the ship. She really is a brave chicken. Oh my goodness. Monique and I meet many amazing friends in the Arctic. We escort a deer on her swim to protect her from the sea lions, and we respectfully greet a polar bear. You see the polar bear? Look, he's swimming in the water, and there's the deer swimming also. Wow, cool. Monique parades proudly for these husky puppies, the first chicken they have ever seen. I would imagine. Look at those cute little husky puppies. And there's Monique talking face to face to one of them. They're pretty curious about her, aren't they? Finally, one day, Monique and I look at each other and we decide it is time for this brave crew to sail home. I agree. That would get old. Of course, before we depart, we must patch up the boat. Monique helps to find all the holes. Bosco, the dog, briefly joins the crew. He is a little troublemaker, and sometimes Monique pricks him with her beak to say, "Hey, calm down." Look, there's Monique finding a hole they need to fix. And then she's playing with the dog, Bosco. Yep, he looks like a puppy, and puppies sometimes are a little too busy. We did it! We are the youngest navigator and first chicken ever to sail the Northwest Passage. Congratulations! We friends have sailed over 17,500 miles together in this wild, majestic landscape. Silent but for Monique's singing, and we will always remember it. Wow, can you believe that? Good job, guys. To be honest, it is hard to say goodbye to the adventure. Monique and I are so blissful on the ocean together. It is time to rest, but we know in our hearts that soon we'll be back. Where will our next journey take us? Where do you think they'll go next, guys? Keep guessing. We'll find out. Look. The end. Here's their map. This is where they went. So, let's see. I think they started here in Trinidad and Tobago. Am I going the right way? And they went to the Canary Islands, then to Portugal and France, and up to Greenland. Or maybe these are different journeys, and then they came from Greenland back down. This is Halifax in Canada, and back down to Trinidad. And then here, let's see, here we go. Okay, it would help if I looked at the numbers. One, they started from France, alone on his little boat. There he goes, down here. And in the Canary Islands is where he met Monique. And then Monique and I sailed to the Caribbean first, and it's nice and warm there. And then where's 4? All the way up to Greenland, and that's where they stayed way up north in the ice. We wait out the winter in Greenland, and then they went to Alaska where they met Bosco the dog. And then they came down along Alaska and Canada and then down to the United States. And their trip ended in California. They sailed over 17,500 miles. Holy cow, that's amazing. And here's some more pictures and things that they did. They became the youngest solo sailor and the first chicken ever to sail the treacherous Northwest Passage over Canada. And the whole journey took about 1,300 days, over 3.5 years, because we made so many long stops to meet and learn from our new friends. There's Christmas. There's Monique with a Christmas sweater and Santa hat. How cute is that? There's some other friends. Look at this. I caught many fish. Tuna, sea bream, halibut, cod, salmon, and a barracuda, which I had to throw back because I did not have a fridge and it was too large to eat, as well as lobsters, crabs, shrimp, and a bunch of sea urchins by accident, not to mention the hundreds of flying fish that flew on board for Monique to catch. And over the course of the adventure, Monique laid 1,040 eggs. Wow, what an adventure that was. Pretty cool, guys. Well, there's your nonfiction book. I hope you liked it. I love you guys. Bye.